All right, Shalom Akim. Before I start the lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. Double honor to the head apostles and others who great mills who taught us this truth and continue on teaching. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, pushing and enduring in these last days, you Akim wa Aqua. And this is going to be, a testimony on an occasion that happened with me and the Ikea, Hezekiah, when we're walking. It was a span of 2 days. So starting it off, we're just on Thursday. On Thursday, we were walking, just walking around because, we don't like to be bottled up in the house all day. So about to get a little exercise in. So we go walking, mobbing it. And we see a bag of water bottles. And when we go in there and check if there's any water in there, if there's any water bottles in there. But, there's none. And we got it, we picked it up, whatever. And I was like, damn. I told the I was like, it's crazy because, maybe during the times of, Jacob's trouble, during the times of the famine that we're coming into, the Lord may bless us, with the whole casing of waters, And so, that day passed. It was the next day. We went for another walk. We went around the park. It's like a mile to walk around it. Walked around the park. And, Ike already finished his water. I still had my water in his hands. And we're walking right on the way back home. And next thing you know, Ike sees a water bottle in a location that there's how is there even a water bottle there? And as soon as we seen the water, it was brand new, cracked it open. It was still fresh. And as soon as we seen the water, we both thought about the day before when I told the Ike, hey, the Lord and bless us with a whole casing of water. So, it was a real faith booster. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to have his men during these times. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to have his men, full of thirst. You guys are going to have your thirst quenched. You guys are going to be eating good. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not just going to leave his men. Yahweh Shem Yahushua at the Zah, first and foremost, we be a part of that number. But according to the scriptures, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to leave his men out there just struggling, just out there just going through it heavy. And I'm just going to go through the spirit, see what the Lord has to bring out. This is because, the Lord speaks through his men, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua at the Zah, I'm one of them. And this is Isaiah 65. I already have it out here. Okay. Isaiah 65, and I'll start at 8 because... Oh, actually, Salaki, no, it's going to be around 13. Yeah, kind of 13. Because we know that the times that we're coming into is actually the time of Jacob's trouble. And it's Jacob's trouble, which is actually Israel's trouble because Jacob's name was translated to, or was changed to Israel. So, the Most High is going to have it to where, Jake is going through it, but his men, they're going to be right. They're going to be good. They're going to be well-nourished. But this is Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. His servants are going to be all right. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. How are you going to be rejoicing at a time where there's famine, when, Jake can't eat, when these 2/3 of these nations are going through it? How? Because the Lord is going to have it set up to where miracles pop off, in Second Ezra, when, if I'm not mistaken, it was in Second Ezra where, the Lord had it to where he cracked a rock and water started pouring out of it. And, Jake's thirst was quenched. They were drinking out of it and having an abundance of it. And the Lord's going to do the same thing again in this time. Behold, my servant shall sing for a joy of heart, but ye shall cry for a heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. This is Ecclesiasticas 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see. Going back to Second Ezra when they fed him, when the Lord fed, Jake with the water, with the crack, with the crack through the rock. So fed Jake with the water with a cracked rock. Salakia. But this is Ecclesiasticas, also known as the book of Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Because it's a balance within, you can't just be calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and you out here being wicked. His servants are going to be doing certain things that allow us to be confident in that time that we are his servants. And with that being said, look at the generations of old and the times that we're coming into, your icon that are sincere in this thing, actually pushing forward, actually putting your works forward, whether it be, you may not be a prophet, you may not be a teacher, but, you're fully repenting. Going into these times, you're not going to have your conscience confounded, and the Lord's going to have it to where, you guys are good. So the scriptures also say, make not a haste in the time of trouble. And, we see the signs, we see the news, we get a little bit shaked up. We just watched the movie not even that long ago, actually yesterday, going into a power outage and how the world was reacting. It was honestly, let's just say it was an unpleasant sight, and you don't want to be caught up in that. But, the Lord had it to where, me and the Aki, firsthand experience, something that we called beforehand, through the Spirit, because it happens in the Spirit first and it manifests. The Lord's going to bless us this way. Next thing the Lord blessed the Ak with and that's just something light, it's just something light. It was just a good little faith booster for me and the Ak, testimony unto you, Akim, that hear this message. And, I just want to close out with that. I don't want to make it too long. But willing, the point was proven. And y'all got edified and the spirit got lifted, because, y'all just got to pray and hope things, work out the way Yahweh Bashim Yahweh wants them to. But with that, I want to close out. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continue on teaching solely, and shalom to the hopeful elect pushing and enduring in these last days. You Akim Akwat. And with that, shalom.